Big decision is looming in St. Paul this November. Voters there will decide whether they're willing to pay more in property taxes to lower the cost of child care in the city. Not everyone thinks it's a great idea, including St. Paul Mayor Melvin Carter. Danny Spiewak explains the pushback and why some city council members say this program is needed. Hey, Danny.
Hey, Chris. Well, most everybody in the city of St. Paul agrees that childcare costs too much these days. The question is, should voters pay more in property taxes to fund subsidies for largely low-income families? We'll find out in November.
Economic plan, it's all about.
Although all eyes are on the presidential election right now,
Describe as an opportunity economy.
She has no policy.
voters in the city of St. Paul have another important choice to make this November. A ballot question approved by the council last year will ask voters whether they want to raise property taxes to pay for $110 million worth of child care credits over the next decade.
This is to provide low-income families with free childcare and to make it more affordable for families above that.
According to the city, the median homeowner in St. Paul would pay an extra $16 in property taxes the first year of the program. This week, the city council heard from a consultant who outlined details of the program if approved by voters.
A good portion of why families don't use or access care has a lot to do with finances.
The group Yes for St. Paul Families supports the measure, calling this a, quote, historic investment for thousands of families and could address education inequities. But there's also opposition. Mayor Melvin Carter, for one, argues this only covers a portion of families and that, quote, voters are repeatedly being denied the needed transparency to cast an informed vote on this proposed $110 million tax increase. Also, the St. Paul Federation of Educators slammed the proposal as what they called a voucher system using public tax dollars.
And basically allows families to choose to spend them in child care centers that are private enterprises. And it's one step closer to privatization of our public education system.
Union President Leah Van Dasser is urging her members to vote no.
We know that there's a need for early childhood care and education, but this is not necessarily the program that's going to work the best.
Although the St. Paul City Council discussed a final design plan for the child care program this week and heard input about it, they did not take any vote. They've moved that vote to November 6th. That's a Wednesday, one day after the election. So this really all hinges on what the voters decide on that Tuesday of November 5th. Chris.
All right, thanks for the breakdown, Danny.